Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today we are on KUCOIN exchange. So we haven't done a lot of videos on this one. We maybe did one or two. I think it was about XDB a while ago, and that one pumped really nicely. But ever since the mainstream of Uniswap happened, I have recently myself personally, I haven't really focused much on this one. But there is a very interesting fact. KuCoin exchange, as every other exchange, they do have their own token, and their token pumped quite considerably, which is something that happened to almost every exchange during this bull market. You can see that it almost moved for, since the start of this year, it almost moved for like, what we're talking about, at almost 3000%. So you see they moved quite crazy. I mean, they pumped quite crazily. But there's actually more to this. So this structure has recently, as you can see from yourself already, is turning bullish. That doesn't mean that it's a market smash just yet. I do expect a little bit of a deeper retest. But what this trade really makes it interesting for today is because KuCoin is actually releasing, or just released, a test net for their own chain. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a very similar thing to what BNB, or should I say Binance, did with Binance Smart Chain. KuCoin is going to do exactly the same thing. And you know what that means? I mean, it paid out for BNB big time. It might also pay big time for KuCoin. Now, obviously, you already know me. I usually don't partake in news if the chart is not looking beautiful. And in this kind of sense right now, when you have created this kind of a structure and now managed to gain above it to the left side, you can see that chart is definitely turning bullish. And since chart is turning bullish, I want to jump in and get some of that action on the chart. So our buy area will indeed be located here. And even if you look at it from the daily standpoint, high time frames, you can still see that KuCoin had a little bit of a position or a little bit of sideways pump from here. And if you see it, it didn't actually never went underneath and never closed two candles under it. It did peak down, but it never closed the candles, and that's also one bullish thing, which gave us a very good chance of retesting the top after a price action like this. Now let's first see what kind of our position would look like before we go into further into profit takes. But so far position is going to be looking right down the middle right here. A pretty standard one with a tight stop loss. In this case, I mean, yes, it is sort of a tight stop loss, but what I tight by mean it has a pretty beautiful defined stop loss at this sense, because we really don't want to go under this structure anymore after gaining to the left side. And observing this, you can see that we are stuck with around 9% stop loss, which is pretty good for us because usually we try to go under 10. 9% is really acceptable, but most of these trades that we lately did on super high time frames, or should I say it's not super, but yeah, high time frames, were mostly resulting in like 20 to 30% stop loss, which is something you really can't avoid when you're trading really high time frames, because obviously the moves are a lot bigger as well. Now for something like this is launching, so let's just say this chart looks bullish. Usually we would take profit takes early because you do not know if it's gonna continue. But due to the nature of the news that KuCoin is gonna be packing, or let's just say the nature of what's going to happen with them, and if we take into the consideration some of the other exchanges like Binance, what happened after they launched theirs, we're gonna take that with a grain of salt and gonna say like, screw it, this is a bull market. We're gonna go for a further out profit take, right? And this one is gonna be located right on top right here. Whoops, just a little bit, sorry. Right on top right here. We're gonna be moving it right here, and you can see if we take it right down the middle, we are already looking at almost a $5 move, 35%, 4R, or all above up at $18. So again, all of the prices can be seen on the right side of my screen, right? All of the prices can be seen exactly here. So if you guys are wondering, the stop loss is a little bit under $13. The fill area is between $14 to $13, right? The fill area can actually in this case be a little bit lower even. You could actually potentially even fill it lower all the way down to $12, a little bit under $13, let's put it that way. We don't want to go all the way down to $12 because we got stop loss there already. But yeah, it can potentially all be hit and still remain bullish, which is just beautiful of it. Now, after you take that first profit take, obviously it's going to be a nice profit. You made a profit, you can move your stop loss higher. And then in this case is because in the nature of them launching their own chain, we do not know how popular it would actually be. So the thing is, it can blow off like Binance, or it can't, or it won't blow off at all, right? So you have kind of a two options. So it's going to be super popular. It's not going to be really something, you know, some filler and a little bit of pumps happening, and then that will be it. So because we do not know how big of the FOMO there really is going to be for this thing, I would suggest of not having a third or second or third profit target. After all, I would just do what we always recommend to do on such things when you have nothing to the left side anymore. What we do, we go and move stop losses during the structure. And obviously, I am assuming that we will be covering this coin a lot in the future streams. So do be sure that you join us every Tuesday at 3 p.m. UTC. We are present on stream, and we can also, you can guys ask me about this coin and we can do analysis off of it, right? But what we see here, what we are trying to see here right now, to kind of give you an idea on how to move the stop loss, what you want to be seeing right now is after you create such a structure, you want to see it pump, right? Create, go a little bit back, bounce off the bottom, and once it does and it goes past the top, you can now move your stop loss underneath it. And again, you're waiting for the same kind of action. Once it goes past the top, you can move the stop loss right here. So you can see, you can just move the stop loss in that sort of direction. And it's really these coins really do tend to build stairs like that, staircases like that. So yeah, guys, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, comment down the video. You know that we do read those, and we also take in suggestions. What should we do next? Thank you for watching, guys, and we will be seeing each other in the next one.